Have you ever had one of those days? I've had a few. Like today, for example. I was sitting outside watching the kids play in the front yard, and I lost track of time. And before I knew it, the sun was going down. Hello, Sabbath, and I hadn't even made the bread yet. Ugh. So some days are just like that. Like the other day, for example, as if it's not enough that all these tourists are in town. I know. It's good for business. My husband's cousin, Joshua, he works in the exchange office at the temple, and he said there's been consistently 30 to 35 people in every line, every day. So that's fine, but it's just, the dirt, the crowds, the lines at the market, it's just too much. No, during Pentecost, I try to stay home as much as possible. We only go out when we have to. But on the day itself, well, you have to go out because it's a special day, right? No, so we did. And a funny thing happened on the way to the market. Not so much funny haha, but funny like, what the heck is going on here? Now, I don't know a lot about it, but I heard it from the baker's wife. The one that lives down the street? She makes the best bread in all Jerusalem. So she was telling me about this uproar surrounding some rabbi who had been in town. And, everybody knows him. You know him. Yeah, Jesus. That's him. Well, finally, he made the wrong person mad. And it was just awful. What they did to him, they beat him in the streets. And what they did to him on that cross, it was just awful. So there was this dark cloud hanging around. It was just weird. And that happened around Passover. So anyway, back to the other day. So there we were in the market going down, and we were squished like sardines in this crowd. And up ahead there was an uproar in the crowd, and the kids were scampering all around, which kind of made me lose my cool. I know. But the kids were laughing and running, and there I was trying to wrangle these kids back. And then I found myself up near the front all of a sudden, and there was this uproar, and I kept looking. And there was Anna and Joshua Jr. They were giggling and laughing at something up ahead. So I grabbed their hands to jerk these kids back. I know, probably a little harder than I should have. But then I said, what were they laughing at? And I began to wonder. So I looked into the square. And you will not believe what I saw. A pack of mad fools spilling around. They were crazy, running in a circle, some of them were. And they were all yelling at the top of their lungs. Some of them, I didn't understand what they were saying. It was a different language. Persian, I think. I think I heard some Syrian in there. I had a cousin once. She's from Persia. Lovely lady, little rough around the edges, but she was always great fun at parties. Anyway, it was all very confusing. They were talking about Jesus. Now, I know this sounds ridiculous, right? But they were saying he had risen from the dead. Are you kidding me? These are just rumors. How could he be risen from the dead? But still, these men were just openly and blazingly yelling this over and over and over. But you know what? I didn't tell anybody this, but I actually felt something. In my heart, I guess. It sounds ridiculous, right? Risen from the dead? So I had to wonder, what does all this mean? But then, I had places to go, lines to wait in, markets to go to, kids to take care of. But still, I just wonder.